What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today's Rogue Tuesday, and today we're finally going to have some fun with Vileplume. Now, Vileplume has a lot of other attackers that are main decks, but today we're going to goof around and we're going to play Lugia EX. Now, Lugia EX has 170 HP and it has an attack called Arrow Ball. Now, it sounds vaguely familiar to a card we just had. This attack does 20 damage times the amount of energy attached to both active Pokemon. It kind of sounds like X-Ball from Mewtwo. Now there's another attack here. It does Deep Hurricane. It does 80, and if there's a Stadium card to play, this attack does 70 more damage than this card, that Stadium card. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 150, which sounds like wreck to me. So it sounds like Lugia gained Mewtwo EX and Donphans, two attacks. Both those cards got rotated out and have been reincarnated to Lugia EX. And that's our main attacker here. We're going to use some Arrow Ball. We're going to try to knock out some Pokemon. And then use Deep Hurricane next turn to knock him out here. Now, we do play two Miltank for powerful friends. If you play against like a, well, I was going to say Sigilyph or Suicune, but those are both rotated out. The main thing here is for Lightning Pokemon. If you see here, Lugia EX is weak to Lightning, while Miltank is not. So we can, powerful friends here and maybe do some work against some Manectrics or something. You can also airball Manectrics early and then powerful friends them for knockouts, so that could work out there. We play two Shaman here to set up, and the reason I played the two Shaman, to draw 6 cards is so we can get a Vileplume out. Now, Vileplume is one of my favorite cards from this set. It has the attack Irritated Pollen. Each player can't play the item cards from his or her hand, which is great. I mean, your opponent's just sitting there with all the item cards in their hand, maybe multiple VS Seekers that can't use them, and you just kind of win that way, which is weird to say. If your opponent isn't ready for the trainer lock through Vileplume, they're going to have a bad time here. And we play 3 Unknown just to help us set up a little bit more with Feral Letter, and that's all the Pokemon here. I was going to say you could put Drachi, but Drachi's rotated out too. It's weird, because expanded is so relevant in this format right now. I'll forget what cards are not expanded and standard, or that are not in standard but are expanded. So hopefully we can fix this up and I'll get used to it. Play 2 Level Ball, search deck for Pokemon with 90 HP or less. Of course, this is get out Oddishes and Glooms early, maybe Unknowns if you need them. But the main thing here is get Oddish and Gloom. 3 Trainer's Mail. This is to help you dig for that Force of Giants play. As soon as you have it out, you should have a turn 1 Vileplume. You play 3/3/3 line, so it's really thick here. And as soon as you get out, you can get a Vileplume. And, you can search for any trainer card too, which is great. 3 Ultra Ball to help consistency, get maybe a Lugia or Miltank. 1 H Trainer, just in case your opponent does get lucky. But we only play 1 of them. There's no real reason to play more. 2 AZ, put 1 of your Pokemon in your hand, discard all cards attached to it. 1 Hex Maniac. We might need to play 1 more just to help against Aegislash, but even then, I think Aegislash is going to be like an auto loss because, you have to attach grass energies to it, and by the time they're probably knocking out your Lugia. 3 Lysander to bring up a Pokemon off the bench. Now, if you notice, we don't play any Verse Seekers. That's because we do have Vileplume. It's pretty much useless, so that's why we have a really heavy supporter line in here. 3 Birch, flip a coin if heads, draw 7, or shuffle your hand into your deck. Flip a coin if heads, draw 7, if tails, draw 4. You're going to see this card in a lot of decks nowadays because there's not really good draw supporter anymore besides Sycamore. So Birch is another choice, Ace Trainer is another choice, and Tierno, draw 3 cards. Maybe, it could be useful, maybe. It's a big maybe out there right now. But it is another draw supporter we have. 3 Force of Giants plants, 2 Floatstone, and this is just in case you start Oddish, you can Floatstone in early. That way, if they Lysander back out, you can put a Floatstone. Floatstone doesn't exist. Alright, well, we're going to make an edit right here, right now, live, because I forgot Floatstone doesn't exist. So we're going to put minus Floatstone, and let's think here. What other cards should we add here? So maybe a Switch. I would just bump it to 2 Switch. You just need to get the Oddish out of the active spot here. So yeah, we'll play 2 Switch for now. On the fly Switch right here. There we go. People who watch the early game or early video are gonna be like, it plays Floatstone, but I'll be like, I fixed it later on in the video. You just missed it. Man, I forgot that Floatstone got rotated. There we go. Forgetting cards that aren't in standard, that are in expanded. So that's one card you do have to watch out for. So Switch still in the format right now. So is Escape Rope, but I think Switch is a better card here. And that's why we play AZ too. You can AZ up a Vileplume line if they do life standard up, but the Switch might help out. Maybe cut the Switch or something else. I haven't really tested this deck that much in online. It's so much expanded stuff right now going on. They haven't bumped it where it's Ancient Origins or bumped it to the standard rotation yet. We're still waiting for that. Hopefully by the time we come back to Worlds, everything's fixed. 2 Muscle Band here just to help out with Lugia damage. Maybe you get onto Lugia early. Before you get the Vileplume out, you can do 20 plus more damage, or the Miltank, so that way you can see for 100 damage instead of 80. 4 DC and 5 Grass Energies. Now this is a rough deck. I'm not saying it's good at all, but it might be fun. We're just going to load a bunch of energies onto Lugia, play Vileplume, so that way they can Enhanced Hammer or Crushing Hammer. I know both those cards are illegal still, so you have to watch out for those if you do decide to play Lugia. But hopefully you enjoy these lists. You see how on the fly changed by me. And yeah, hopefully you enjoy this list. Let's see it in action here. Alright, so here we're playing Thiago Ricardo playing a Psychic Fighting Water colorless deck. Alright, so a lot of different colors here. We do get to go first here. Very nice. So let's see. Mulligan turn 1. We start Unknown. Unknown doesn't have free retreat either. No, Shaman, stay in my hand, buddy. Let's see, what are we playing against here? Here's a Shaman. That doesn't tell us much. So a Trainer's Mail here. Let's see what we got. Oh, I want that Oddish. Give me the Oddish, please. Put a Grass into Unknown. Here we'll Shaman, draw 2 cards. We get a Lugia. We get Birch here. Let's see what we flip. And heads, getting 7 cards. Oh, man. We got a Force the Giants Plant, Oddish, Gloom, Vileplume. Woo! Alright. And here we can retreat to Lugia. Now let's keep Unknown in the act spot here for now. And here we'll just end our turn. Alright. So just in case if my opponent decides to attack us, Lugia doesn't take damage. Here we see a Landorus, Strong Energy, and a pass. So my turn. We'll play the Sycamore. We'll get a DC onto Lugia. We'll retreat, and we'll Farewell Letter, and here we'll Arrow Ball for 40. Alright, so on my opponent's turn here, in the pass, can't really do much. Here we'll put down a Unknown, play it. We're looking for more energies. Here we'll Arrow Bar once again for 40. Next turn we can knock out Shaman. That turn 1 Vileplume is going to mess up my opponent a lot here. Now he does play Landers. Oh no, DCE. He gets Sky Return for 30. No, don't do that. Oh boo, we almost had the knockouts. So my turn, we'll just Arrow Ball for 60. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. If he attaches the energy and we top deck a DC, we can knock out this Landorus next turn. We'll see what happens. Right now he's hitting us for 30 total. There's a Shaman, can't draw anything. And we can't life center it up early because it will have the DC. Here we see a Hammerhead for 30. 30 going to Shaman here. Alright. So my turn. Well, Arrow Ball for another 60. And next turn we can knock out this Landorus here. Alright, very nice. Hopefully he doesn't life center up the Shaman or Vileplume, or we'll be in a bad spot. I mean, he still can't play anything. There we see a Fighting Energy. And here we see an end for my opponent. Thank you, opponent. Alright. So we see a Fighting State come down, a Toad come down. And we see a Hammerhead for 70. 30 on Shaman. My turn. We're to Tierno for 3. We get another DCE down, and here we'll Arrow Ball. Yeah, we'll Arrow Ball here for 120. Taking a knockout, taking 2 prize cards. And let's see what my opponent decides to do here. He could set up Toad and do 30 to us, but that's not a lot. He could set up Shaman, do 30 to us. Diego Ricardo is in a bad spot here, so let's see what he decides to do. Toad can't play his own item, so we see Shaman come up in the X spot here. Probably a good play by my opponent. And we need to get another. Lysander, bring it up a Vileplume. No, don't do that. Alright. So here, I'll put that Unknown, draw a card, Farewell Letter. I think we'll just. How many AZ have we played? None. Put a Grass into Vileplume, and we'll just put a Forest Giants play, and here we'll just Sycamore. That's fine. Alright, here we'll just end our turn. Next turn we got a DCE. We can retreat this Vileplume if we want to. Here we see a DC go down to Toad. Here we see a Xerosic get a DC off the Lugia. Shaman coming down, drawing to get 6 cards here. And you see a Quick Punch for 30. So my turn. We'll play Tierno. Alright, this is what I'm going to do here. I'm going to put down Lugia, put a DC here, and I'm just going to end my turn. And next turn we can AZ up this Vileplume, and then attack with this Lugia. How many... Are we down all of our Lysanders? Yeah, okay. That's fine. So just a Quick Punch here. So what I'm going to do, like I said, we're going to AZ, pick up this Vileplume, send it to Lugia, put down Oddish, Gloom, Vileplume. There we go. Here we go. Saving the Vileplume. We did have to discard the Grass Energy, though. We got another DCE. And we'll just Arrow Ball here for 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. There we go. So Arrow Ball for 120. And let's see what opponent has next turn. Does he have another License or not? And if he doesn't, alright. So now we'll just... let's see. How many DCs are we down? 1, 2, 3... Okay, it's 4. We'll just put a Grass into Lugia. Here we'll Arrow Ball once again, knocking out the Toad. Not a very exciting matchup, but this is what just happens with Lugia Vileplume. You just set up a Lugia, start taking knockouts. Here we see a Colch for 3. You're probably going to see a Sky Return picking it up. And we see a Victory Train. Actually, my opponent doesn't even want to do anything. But there we go. Lugia Vileplume beating Landorus, Shaman, Toad. Take that, Toad. You could play your own items. Well, we couldn't either, but you know, whatever. We were prepared. We had a bunch of trainer cards ready to go. But we'll play another game with Vileplume, Lugia, and hopefully it's another exciting. The games aren't going to be that exciting. It's just going to come down to when my opponent Lysanders me. Do we have a way to retreat or not, or an AZ? So we'll see one more game with this deck. Alright, so you're playing against Tree Trunk SFTW, and he was playing so many different colors. And he does get to go first here. Let's see what Tree Trunk is playing. We start Unknown. We start another Unknown. If we get a Lugia switch, we can start swinging turn 1. I'm glad we put those switches in our deck instead of those float stones. So Hawlucha and Spinarak. So is this a Machamp deck? Here we see an Acrobike, which is, if it is Machamp, that's good for us. We don't have to worry about, we have resistance, so that's good. Here we see a Lava Ball. Getting a Larvesta. Alright, so he's going to go for a Volcarona Machamp play, which seems pretty good. Volcarona has an attack search deck for a basic Pokemon and attach 2 energies to it. It's, you know, it's a way to load up a Machamp. I'm not sure what's the best way to play Machamp. A lot of people have been asking me. We see an Ultra Ball discarding a Strong Energy and Birch. His other 2 cards must be really good, because he discarded a Fighting Energy, or Strong Energy. We see a Volcarona come down. We see a Burst Seeker. Birch. Huh. I'm really confused as what's going on right now. Maybe he misclicked something, because why would you grab a Volcarona if you're just going to get Birch? Alright, so pass. We can Lava Ball, get a Oddish. Put that down. We can Farewell Letter once. Trainer's Mail. I guess we'll grab the Tierno. We'll play it. Draw 3 cards. So put a Grass Energy. Oh wait, hold on. We got another Trainer's Mail. No, we don't got the. We got a Force of Giants Plant. We can put that down. Put down the Gloom. Grass Energy here. I guess we'll touch a Muscle Band, and here we'll just Hidden Power for 30. Take that, Hawlucha. What are you gonna do? Alright, we've seen Ariados come down. We see a Volcarona. We'll see a Professor Birch here. A Trainer's Mail, of course. For Muscle Band. I guess you can put down a Hawlucha if you really want to. Yep. Here's the Professor Birch here. Heads. Now, does he get the energy or not to actually use Volcarona's attack? Like I said earlier, Volcarona has Solar Birth. Search your deck for a basic Pokemon and 2 basic energies attached to it. Here we see an Ultra Ball discard 2 fighting energies. He's discarding a lot of fighting energies, but here we see a Landorus come down. And right now, Landorus can't knock out Unknown. There's a Strong Energy that's only did 50. Does he have a Muscle Band? No Muscle Band, please, sir. Don't do that to me. Alright. And 50. No Muscle. Oh, he's got Ariados. Oh, he didn't use Ariados. Okay, sweet. Wait, does it only looks for EXs, right? Wait, hold on a second. What? 3. Oh, it does 20, not 30. Alright, so here was Sycamore. Let's see what we're drawing it to. Trainer's Mill. Not gonna grab anything. Put down the Oddish. Gloom. Well, Shaman. Drawn to have 6 cards. We get a Lovable. You get another Unknown. Putting that down. Draw Farewell Letter. Ultra Ball. Discard Force Giant's Plant and Oddish. And here we can get a Lugia. Putting it down. Put down a DCE. Retreat to Lugia. Farewell Letter. Get another Lugia down in here. We'll Arrow Ball for 24 to 60. Not a knockout yet, but it's okay. Next turn, we can get a Vileplume out for sure. As long as we flip heads on Professor Birch. You always gotta risk it there. See if... Oh, we actually see the... Oh, it's a Rosic. Don't play those cards. Come on now. Be nice. Alright, so he poisons both of us here with Ariados. And retreats to Volcarona, and he's gonna start using Solar Burst. He's gonna search for Machamp and attach 2 fighting energies to it. Alright. So my turn, we get the Vileplume out. We get the Professor Birch. Tails. We get a DC though, so we get an Arrow Ball here for 60. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can hit Machamp for 120. Machamp has Crazy Hammer 80 if it's affected by special condition, 80 more. Fighting Stadium come down. 40, 60. I kind of want to knock out this Ariados too. We see a retreat to Hawlucha. And let's see, what else does he have here? We see another Landers come down. He must not have an energy. And he doesn't. Alright, so we'll put a Grass Energy just a Lugia. We'll Lyson with the Machamp. And here we'll just Arrow Ball for 80. And next turn we can attach a DCE or a regular energy and knock out Machamp. I decided to attach the energy to this Lugia just in case he attached another energy. But there we go. He actually... Oh, Steaming Mad. I forgot about that. Oops. Mistakes are made. Here's him. Lugia. Miltank. Sycamore. Grass Energy. Well, we don't actually want to do that. This is a scary moment. Okay. Pokemon. Oh, man. Oh, man. He can do a lot of damage to us next turn. Oh, buddy. So we'll just Arrow Ball here, and hopefully he flips Tails with the Steaming Mad. That's all we can hope for. Oh, man. So we're both poisoned here. And, heads. He hits for 320 damage. Oh, it's so much. Here we'll set up Miltank. Let's see here. We get an Ace Trainer. Yeah, I guess that's okay. That's not okay. Oh, he gets knocked out for poison. That's great. So here we'll just end our turn. Machamp gets knocked out. Take 2 prize cards. Alright. So let's see what happens here. We need to draw to another Lugia. We only play 3. We have 2 discarded. Oh man, this Machamp deck's doing work right now. So we'll see how Lucha come to act spot here. We're both poison. Professor Birch heads. He gets to draw 7 cards here. Great cards off the Ace Trainer. That's what a lot of people want to say nowadays. Be like, oh, that's a great Ace Trainer top deck. We'll see a strong energy going to Landorus. We could AZ if this Miltank could pick it back up. And here we go see a Shadow Power for 20, 40, 80. Poison brings it to 90. So we will have to pick it up or we'll just get knocked out, which we don't want to get knocked out for sure. Yeah, we're going to put down to the Vileplume. Play AZ, pick up the Miltank. We're going to sit in... You're going to sit in Shaman. And here we'll just end our turn. I don't think there's any real way he can knock 6, 8, 10. Oh no, 6, 8, 10, 12. He could. If he has a strong energy, he knocks the Hawlucha here. Oh no, mistakes are made again. Oh, what's going on here? I'm making mistakes at the wazoo. So does he have another strong energy or not? He has 1, 2, 3 already played. Does he have the 4th one or not? And he doesn't. Woo, we're safe right now. How many DCs are in discard pile? 1, 2. Alright, so 2 so far. Our turn. We get a Miltank. We get a Force Giant's Plant. Well, Tierno for 3. We get a DCE. We can pick up the Shaman. And set up the Miltank. Okay, let's think here. What can we do? Landorus is not going to knock on a Miltank right now. Well, that's good. We could. Okay, I got a plan here. We got a plan. I'm not sure if it's gonna work, but we're gonna do it. Don't attach. Oh, he attached fighting energy there. That's scary. All right, nice. So we can AZ up this Miltank, set up this Miltank, attach a grass energy, put this Miltank back down, and here we can Powerful Friends for the knockout. Taking 2 prize cards or 1. Sorry. Oh man, I'm silly. Now, if he has another fighting energy, he can actually knock out this Miltank straight away with Landorus. Oh, okay, yep, there's the energy. But does he have enough energies to get a Machamp out? So many mistakes were made this game. Here we see a Sycamore, discarding a bunch of stuff. Oh, 3 Sycamore. Another Spinner comes down. Now, the poison damage from Ariados is the only thing I'm scared of. That can eventually win him the game. So we see Miltank gets knocked out. We'll send in this Miltank. We'll put a DC on him. And here we'll Powerful Friends for the knockout. Take a prize card. Next turn we get Lysander up the Hawlucha. Here we see Volcarona coming up. We could knock that out too. But since he sends his Volcarona, maybe he won't use Ariados. I wouldn't see why he wouldn't. Let's see what Tree Trunk decides to do here. So both poison. Okay. We see a Hawlucha come down. Sycamore. Fighting Stadium. Not really worried about that. Another Ariados come down. Not worried about that. Fighting energy. Does he have a Machamp at 2 energies? If he does, we could lose that way. Or, oh no, Landorus. Does he have 2 energies? Okay, he doesn't have any right now. Thank goodness. Alright, so, okay. What we're going to have to do here is we're going to Power Friends, knock out this Volcarona, and we just got to hope he doesn't have a strong energy. Well, he shouldn't, right? How many are in the discard pile? 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, we should be okay. Unless there's some math I didn't do here. Let's see, the most Shadow Power can do is 40. Which we go down to 80, 70, minus 4. We should be at 30 HP left if he does have a fighting energy. So we see Landers come to X spot here. I'm glad we got a game with 2. Oh, Hex Maniac! Oh no, he shuts down our Vileplume. Does that matter? I don't know, we'll find out here. We see an Ultra Ball discarding a Lava Ball and a Trainer's Mail. We see a Machamp come down, Trainer's Mail. You already played. You can't play Lysander to bring with these Vileplumes. That's good. You already played Hex Maniac. Woo! And we survived barely. So here we got a Lysander. We can bring up Hawlucha, and here we can Power Friends for the knockouts, beating the Machamp Ariados deck. Machamp Ariados Volcarona. That was a close game. He knocked out both our Lucas barely did anything. I'm pretty sure Machamp was like the MVP. Let me see here. Yeah, Machamp was Miltank was the MVP there. Ooh, he did 900 damage, just still lost there, but man, I made so many misplays there. I forgot about Machamp's first attack. 20 damage times the amount of energies on it, or damage counters on it. That's crazy. What was his biggest damage dealt? 320. We're resistant, so 340 could have been done. But hope you enjoyed his deck. I mean, once we got the Vileplume out, he couldn't play like Verse Seekers or anything anymore. I'm not sure if he did play any. I mean, he just kept like Sycamore and get rid of them. But hopefully you enjoyed his game. Hopefully you enjoyed. I mean, we saw 2 decks. We saw Vileplume, Miltank, or Vileplume, Lugia, Miltank versus Ariados, Machamp, Volcarona, Landorus, Lucha. Yep, that's 2 different decks that we saw here. But hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you learned something new about Age of Origins. I hope you have a great day. Alrighty, bye.